Morning. Chicken nugget. I'm okay. How are you? Oh, you're in a good mood again today? Is that what I like to hear? Yay! Right, right. Send an email just a second, but I can talk on the phone. Tell me about what's going on so far with your room. Tell me everything about your room now. What have you got left? What's done? Mhm. Ooh. Mm. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what kind of headboard is it? Oh, I know. Oh. Mm. Oh, nice. I really need to know more about this Cool Touch quilt. I'm gonna look that up now because a Cool Touch mattress. I'll have a look at that now. Hang on, let me multitask. I forgot to send a report yesterday. You see, so I need to send it now. So Cool Touch mattress. See, ooh, cooling open coil mattress. So when you go on it, like there's a cool air come out, and then you put it the other way, and it stays warm. Oh, that sounds no, that sounds to say what everyone else does, banging. Like genuinely, I normally say that taking the mick out of food and that, but like that genuinely sounds awesome. Because me and Reese have these really ugly 80s looking fans in our bedroom. So right, when we moved in, the house is fab, right? I can't ask for anything better from the valleys of all places. But like the bed, two out of the three bedrooms have ceiling fans, which you think, oh yeah, that's great. But then them like wooden plank things from like the 70s, and they're ugly, like they are just genuinely ugly. And then Reese is like, oh, but this is so cool. We can keep cool. I went, don't care. They're ugly. I hate them. I want to get rid of them. And but lately, because obviously it's been so humid and muggy, when you go to bed and you just lie in bed before you go to sleep and knock that fan on, you're just lying there like, oh, this is amazing. But I am gonna look into maybe if I can change the style of them because genuinely like wooden plank things are like this really old fashioned 70s wood design on them. Like they're disgusting. Reese likes them, but Reese's taste is questionable at times. So I we were shopping once, just browsing around, and he likes to go in charity shops for the old records and vinyls because he likes music, and charity shops are the best place to get them. So and there was this really old mahogany table with like, do you like the patterns that used to be in it, like your grandparents would have? He's like, oh, this is stunning. I just looked at him and went, what? And he was like, oh yeah, we should get it. I was like, no, it's just no. But he likes old style. So like, I wanted a dining room table. I'm not gonna lie, we don't use it that often, but I've always wanted a dining room table because if we had people up with food to eat, and like I like to have a dining room table, and so we were having a nose around, and I found this one. It's just a plain wood table with these high chairs. It is older looking, but it's like reworked. It's not like old like that table was that you could tell it's like been done up and stuff. And I had it for 70 quid or something on Gumtree. Like genuinely, honestly, 70 odd quid on Gumtree. I was like, I know. And I've had a lot of my stuff like that in the house from Gumtree though, because I'm on a budget. What am I writing down? Hang on. Yeah, so I've had my settee off Gumtree. That was like 60 quid. Which don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. It's a brown leather settee. Ideally, I wouldn't have brown. Not gonna lie, but now that I've got a kitten, I'm kind of glad I haven't paid money for a settee because we went to DFS and we were gonna get this really brand new grey leather sofa. There was a recliner and had like USB ports and that in it. I was like, yeah, we're gonna get that. But then we didn't bother because we were skint. So we left him. He said, right, once this settee decides to die, which it will because it's old, we'll get a new one. But now that I've got a kitten who's trying to learn how to climb and he's not doing a very good job, he keeps jumping and missing. So as in like none of it because he's learning to climb. I'm glad I'm going to settee because he's jumping and missing and scratching my settee. Yeah, so in a way, I'm kind of glad we didn't spend all. What? It's amazing. Oh, I like all the little voices and that you do. It's funny. I have a sing song. This. What songs do you want to sing? What songs do you like? Darling, darling. Behind me. Did I see more? uh, would you? Uh, I wouldn't I wouldn't give him that much credit for his singing voice. Oh God. I wouldn't give him. Oh, I love a good old Tom Jones. Tom Jones was hated in this office for a while. What? I bet she did. I believe you. Tom Jones was about in his day. Yeah, but like I remember John and Tom saying like because he was so famous, like his wife was like, "Look, you come home to me and you look after me and whatever, but you while you're out and touring, you can be with whatever woman you want and stuff like that." Can you imagine doing that now? No, no, I couldn't either. I the old girl, the previous employee that sat in your chair, hated Tom Jones, hated him because no, she is. Well, she's from Kent, but she hated him because it was. Like there's always like tabloids and stuff in the news, and like there's always one bad story. And apparently, Tom Jones has this love child that lives on the streets, and Tom Jones won't pay his mother any child. Yeah, but he's an adult now, but he's gone to the press obviously for money saying Tom Jones was my father, he never looked after me, blah blah blah. But Katie, obviously, she did go between foster homes and stuff, which is kind of sad. But she read that, she's like, right, I hate him. I can't believe he would do that. That's disgusting. No, but we were like, we said that might not even be true. When yeah, it is. Look at him. I was like, yeah, but there's no proof. You know what I mean? And even if it was something that was done in the 80s. Everyone, you could judge him for it. But whenever Tom Jones was on The Office, she was like, can't listen to this. This is horrible. There, there. She also didn't like Ant and Dec. Well, she didn't like Ant McPartlin because she's not normal. No, it was because of remember he had that drink driving accident where he hit a car. Did you hear about that? He had a Ant McPartlin had a drink driving accident and he hit a car. Did you? Yeah, but it was recently when obviously the car he hit had a child in it. So she was like, "Oh, that's it. He almost killed the child." He went, "No, he didn't." I said, "I don't condone what he done, but the child is fine." And at the end of the day, if someone makes a mistake like that, they're allowed to try and get past it. That was like his low point. You know what I mean? And she's like, oh, every time he's on TV, she can't stand him. Every time he's in the news, she would get angry. I know. I loved how invested she used to get into celebrities. Are you? I'm assuming you were not like that. Uh, Hang on. I'm just reading my email. Hi Beth, how are you? Please see attached monthly marketing report for June, along with documents showing the ads you've drafted for this month. Speak soon. Thanks, kind regards, Natasha. Sorry, I was just reading my email out loud, so I knew what I was saying. Well, when you start doing your makeup and you go a little bit silent. 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 Silence! Don't say the rest. Because it's like that. I kill you. Oh, you haven't used that. It was, I don't know if I don't want to talk about it on the phone. No, it wasn't that. I'm gonna text you what that's from, and you can look it up in your own time. Hang on, because I don't want to say it on the phone because I don't think it should be said over the phone, and you'll see why now. Um, the hang on, I'm texting it to you now. Here we go. Just text it to you now. Have a look and see what you think. If you look at what I just texted you, when you got a spare time, Google it, and it's from that. Please tell me you heard of that. Like silence, I kill you. Do you remember that? It's him though. It was like this ventriloquist thing. See why I didn't want to say his name over the phone though? Don't feel right saying that word over the phone. And now you've just googled it, it work. Oh, I know. No, I remember when that was like really popular. They just went, everyone was watching it and copying it. Reese's sister, I'm almost positive, saw that guy live. Reese's sister saw that. Well, no, not that I know of. Uh, not that I know of. My mother or father could have sprouted a kid else before me. You never know. I don't think so. Yes, only what my parents used to say to me. I wasn't there. As I was found in a rose bush. I was the milkman. Oh, this is a funny story. So it was a joke as a kid. Whenever I done something naughty, my father was like, "Oh, she's not mine. She's the milkman's." Right. So that was always. But one day I woke up and I still had a baby gate, so I was quite young, but I remember this. I still had a baby gate on, so I didn't go downstairs on my own. So I can't remember how old I was, but I was still quite young. But my parents were in the room, and I woke up, and I was thirsty, so I just was shouting like, "Dad, Dad, Dad!" And he went, what? And I said, "Can I have some water?" And he went, "Oh, Dad's not here." I went, "Who is it then?" And he went, "Fred." And I just, without a thought, not worrying that my dad had disappeared, I went, "Ah, Fred, can I have some water?" I didn't care that my father was there. I was just, my father, he was just like, "Oh, it's not Dad, it's Fred." Because I couldn't see him, I was just like, "Oh, okay. Fred, can I have some water?" Honestly, tell my father's a practical joker like that. I once, it was a few way before I moved out, it was a few years ago now. Reese's parents went to Hong Kong for the New Year, so I was literally living in Reese's house from like Boxing Day until like January. I was there for a while, and my brother's both birthday's on the 14th of January, and I'm the 21st. Like we're literally a week apart. And I wasn't home for my brother's birthday. Like I came home, but I weren't due to come back home until like just before my birthday. So because I hadn't really seen him since Christmas, like I'd been visiting him and phoning him, but we were looking after his parents' house, so I hadn't been home for like New Year or anything. So I went home. My brother, we were just having Chinese and that for my brother's birthday. I went home. All the pictures of me in the house, he decided to print question marks off and put them all over the pictures of me in the house. Yeah, I walked. Honestly, though, that's how they answered. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I had though. I had it for weeks. I obviously let myself in 'cause I had a key and I walked in. They went, "Excuse me, who are you? Have you got a key to my house? I've never met you before." I had it for ages. Every time I rang them, they were like, "Oh, sorry, I don't know her, Natasha. We haven't, I have no recollection of who this woman is." I was like, but I got home eventually, and then them question marks stayed up for weeks, like genuinely weeks. It'd go in. Yeah, no one took them down. It was just that because I hadn't been home for so many weeks. They were like, "Oh, yeah, you were long gone. You were. We'd forgotten about you. That's why we had to give it a picture." I gotta honest. I'll find the picture. Like, all the pictures of my brother were fine, but all the pictures of me had question marks all over them. And like that's the kind of person my father is. He's just mental. Like he is just one of those people that'll take the mick. Like genuinely, I like that though. Like you know, my me and my father were texting back and forth before, and he weren't answering me for something. So I texted him back, oi, and then all of a sudden he texted back, ooh. I was like, what? So I just texted him back, oi, texted back, quack, and then I texted back, man. It was just a whole conversation of animal noises going back and forth, text message. Mental. So like my parents are quite young. My mother's they currently they both born in September. My father's 45, my mother's 46. They're young. They had me at 20 and 21. Yeah. So what was I gonna say? So like my father likes to go to like drinking all day still and stuff. Like my mother does as well. They are a proper laugh. Like when I tell people my parents, they don't realize that that's my actual parents. Like they get drunk more than me. Do you know what I mean? They got a better social life than me as well. Ever since me and my brother have grown up, they make like their kids are old enough now. I'm going back to doing this, that, and the other. Yeah, but it's nice, isn't it? Yeah. No, but that's what I mean. Yeah. But my father went on like my father will go on like stag do's and stuff, and whenever there's a dress up occasion, oh he goes all out. So one time it was a stag do in Cardiff, I believe it was, or something like that, and he dressed up as a Rastafarian with a giant inflatable cigarette. Let's put it that way, but it wasn't a cigarette. A boombox, really like small circle yellow glasses and like the Rastafarian wig, and he wrapped himself in a Jamaican flag, and he went out looking like I picked him up and took him to McDonald's, and because he was drunk, he was like, right, I'll take you in now because you're hungry, but we got to come straight back out. We'll eat at the door. And he's like, no, no, we got to eat as a family. I was like, I'm not sitting with you in McDonald's looking like eating hamburgers at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're having a laugh. He's like, no, we got to eat as a family. I was like, no, it's not happening. I'm taking you home. The other week he went to Butlins for another stag do because he works in the mint. Obviously, lots of boys, lots of stag do's and stuff happens, didn't he? Yeah, and it was a funny shirt night because this guy was just going to Butlins. It was just a night they decided to do funny shirts. Now everyone else just yeah, basically I'm saying funny shirts, and so like everyone else had like rubbish shirts on, but they weren't that they were still considered normal. My father went, that's boring. He went out and bought a long-haired brown wig, a bright green shirt with ruffles on it, a gold medallion necklace, and a stick-on mustache that come down to like your that I'll show you the photos of I got that. Yeah, my mother sent it to me, and then I sent it to my friend because my friend Leah, she loves my father because he's just like he's absolutely just nuts. Like one time he come into my house and he just had a SpongeBob t-shirt on as his pajamas, and she found it hysterical. He's like, "Oh, your father's wearing SpongeBob pajamas," and it's just stuck ever since. Like my father's nuts. Like genuinely, my father is bonkers. I've got the photo of it. I'm gonna save it now because it was just like the stuff he'd wear, man. Like genuinely, I tell people about my father. They're like, "Your parents do that?" It's like, "Yeah, my parents were young, but I get on with my parents quite well as well, though. So that does help because well, like well, yeah, they do. I'd go out with them and stuff as well. See, but I'm normally they live home. So I'll save this one as well. Hang on. I got the two of them. There we go. The picture I've got of him like a Rastafari, and he hasn't got the big blow up thing. He's only got the boom box. But no, I'll come over to you now and show you when we fill out our slips. But my mother's just as mad as well, though. Like everyone in my family's bonkers. My auntie's bonkers. Like my family's just nuts. Like genuinely nuts. Like we all get on. Like we don't see each other all the time, but like we all just like get on like nothing's changed if we do see each other. If that makes sense. Yes. So I'm actually closer with my aunties than I am my grandparents, which is kind of sad when you say it out loud. I love my grandparents. Don't get me wrong, and I try and see them when I can and things like that. But like my parents don't have the best relationship with their parents, meaning my grandparents didn't have the best relationship with me. Not because of my parents, like genuinely, like I love my grandparents to pieces, but they weren't that bothered. And I know it sounds awful. When my brother was like, I loved them, and I visited them, and they took like my one nan, like, because there was so many grandkids, she alternated, and every like other week we'd be down there. It wasn't the issue with that. It's just like that was it. Like, oh, I'm not helping. She's your kid. You deal with it. Like, it was different. They were more like. It's hard to explain without painting them in a bad light, but like when my brother was born as well, because he's autistic, sometimes that did change things, which kind of sucks. Like, because they didn't know how to deal with him when he was younger. Like they didn't know how to deal with him when he was younger, so that did change things. So, which kind of sucks, but they are older as well, so you kind of can't fully judge them for it. But like, I got one grandfather that lives in Swansea who probably doesn't even know I've moved out. But that's a sad story for another day. But anyway, my aunties, my mother has a sister, my father has a sister, and get on with them both like a house on fire. So like my mother's sister, I when I was younger, I was up there every Christmas and I'd help her trim up and we'd have Chinese and watch Christmas movies. Like I was like our tradition every year. And then my other auntie, my aunt Lisa, the one that works in Porth, when I go and see every now and again, there's only like 8.5 years between us. So we get on more like siblings than we do auntie and niece because there's a bigger age gap between her and my father than it is between me and her. Yeah, because she was like my grandparents had her like a lot older. She was like a much later child. But then my obviously because my father was 12 years older by the time he had me at 20. You know what I mean? She was only 8 when I was born. Do you know what I mean? So we get on more like siblings than we do Auntie Elise. And like I go, that's the one. She's the one that dragged me to the gym. She's the one that let me get my first job in New Look. She's just genuinely like just such an awesome. Obviously, because my auntie, she's biased, but she's just like genuinely. Everyone that meets her comes to me and goes, "Your auntie is awesome." Like she's just in Porth. She works in Bargain Boots as well, so I don't know if she would have been in there, but she's a taller woman. Uh, Is it a colour ginger at the minute? I don't think so. But she's a tall, skinny woman, but not old. Like there's two girls in Porth. What? Oh, that's the Karen, the manager. She's all right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I show you a picture of my auntie. You might recognize her, but yeah, my auntie's like genuinely. Do you have aunties and uncles and all that? No, no. Yeah, do you get on with them? All right, okay. Yeah. Mm. Ah, okay. Yeah. So big family then. Mm. Yeah. See, like, okay. My auntie Lisa, the young one, she's been with her husband since she was like 13. So like my auntie's been with her current husband since she was like 13 years old or younger. They had a little bit of a breakup when they were teenagers and then got back together a couple months later. So he's always been my uncle since I was like a kid. Like he's always been like my uncle eyes because he's got eyes that stick out of his head like it. He's like Uncle Eyes. But like my family is not small. 'Cause I've got cousins dotted all over the place. Because like my nan is one of seven, but like my nan is like one of six or seven. But then like she only had two kids, and her twin only had two kids. You know what I mean? Like whereas so my family's not huge, but it's not small. Reese's family is massive because his father is like one of five. His mother's like one of four, five. They obviously Reese has got two siblings himself. All the other his aunties and uncles have all got like kids themselves. Like one of his aunties has got like five kids, another auntie's got three kids. Like he's got so many. He's got an auntie that's a year older than him because his nan met someone else like years down the line when his father was older and stuff, and she got pregnant, and then a year later, Reese's father's obviously mother got pregnant. Like so like. Yeah, right, okay. Well, this is sort of the situation with this one. This Sophie girl, so she's Reese's auntie and only like a year older, but because Reese have got older siblings again, he's got a brother who's 30, his sister and obviously the brother have got an auntie who's younger than him. And this auntie is also a great auntie to his brother's kids, because his brother's got kids. But do you know what I mean? I know. When you tell people that, they're like, what? And I'm like, in one way, there's nothing wrong with it, but it makes like no sense. Like, oh, I have a great auntie who's younger than me, this sort of thing. So, oh, I know. That was good. That was. I liked that. I know. All right, then. Well, I will. Yeah. Oh, you gotta download the app, and on lunchtime, Leisure for Life. Leisure for Life. Yeah. Yeah. I'll help you set up a lunch. You do need to call the dentist. I need to call the vets today. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm off Monday, so I'm gonna try and rearrange it for Monday. Yeah. I was like, I got that thing on Saturday, so I was like, and last time I come in, obviously I'm the Sunday to recover, but I come in on the Monday before afterwards, and I was like, and I was like in work, like, oh my god, I can't feel my body. So yeah, this time I booked it an extra Monday off. So yes, so I will help you set that up later, and I will also possibly speak to you later, depending on how my day goes over here. Ah, all right, thank you. I hope you can fit me in your schedule. Bye.